Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Hello and welcome to 2025 DNR. We're sitting here with famed Bugle associate Gary Busey. I'm Slidewhistle.
I would like to make it very clear that we are, in fact, not doing that.
Aw, man.
I believe it's in my contract that I just re-upped for the year 2025. You know, this has been for a few years now that I've said that I, Immunization, would quit this podcast if that man ever comes back into the studio. So he is, in fact, banned. He is barred from pod side.
Well, famed bugle boy Gary Busey is gone, but here comes his brother Larry, the Tsar of cornets. Play us a little tune, Lair.
Damn, Lair.
Thanks, Lair. And it's me, Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag. And I just want to assure everyone, I know there was a bit of a slip-up last week, but it is actually I here. I guess still technically AI, but slightly less so.
Yeah, I mean, apparently in the future, in the distant future, we are in space jail for our crimes. I mean, I also, Slidewhistle, great job on that episode. I really enjoyed it.
Don't do the crime if you can't pay the time. That's what I told you guys on the way out when I slapped you on the robot asses.
Also, it was good to hear from our old friends. I'm surprised that 6 years later, they were just like, yeah, sure, we'll come back into the studio on Christmas.
The other dude, Garen, he responded on his birthday, happy old birthday, Garen, and he was like, oh yeah, I can do it, and I was like, damn, I didn't think you were gonna make it back in time, so I already did the thing. But
yeah, thanks to Kawanaka and Fury for joining you, I guess, on the holiday episode.
Holla holla.
But speaking of holidays, what was your favorite Feast of Wintervale gift that you received this year?
You know, I almost forgot to go and pick them up. I was like one of those schlubs that was there on January 2nd picking up my gift, and I was like, oh, right. I almost forgot about this. And what even was the main
I was about to say, I could not even
year?
tell you what it is we supposedly got. 26th rolled around. I was doing work, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta get those. And then just rolled in, clicked on the 5 boxes, got my Meccano Yeti, and left.
We got the present pet with the little spooky eyeballs in the present inside of it peeks up from the present. Did you guys learn the pet and summon it immediately?
I was gonna say, sure did not. I learned them and I said, yay, pets. And then I put him away forever. And I don't know who this man is or what his name is, so I could never find him.
I feel like I've said it on the show several times that, yes, I learn pets and toys, and then, most of the time don't even check to see what they look like or what they do. So,
Wow, that's crazy. Every time I get a pet or a toy, I immediately click it, and I press it once to see what it does and if it's worth favoriting or remembering to use it later. It's not often that it is, but sometimes it does happen. This guy, so it's literally like a green and red present box that just kind of follows you around. But occasionally the lid will lift open and you'll look into the darkness and see 2 eyes looking back. Or sometimes it's a dark moon festival eye sticking out. Very old god and yellowy purpley.
So the pet was the gift? That's the new one for this year? I feel like a pet is, I feel like that's a bonus. That's kind of a doo-doo poo-poo gift. I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like a neat little guy.
You ran out of stuff to make out of cardboard, Blizzard. You had to do you had to do a reskin creepy crate. Yeah, I'm on your ass.
Hey, listen, be the change you want to be in the world. Let them have it.
You know, I'm almost more excited for the achievement.
What achievement?
The achievement for opening the present for 2024.
It's not about what we receive. It's about the accolades. I snapped a quick selfie, put it up on the gram with my present gift, apparently. And the true reason for the season is all the clout I received from it.
You know, I was excited because I didn't know what the present was. I had no clue. I log on and I get the achievement. I'm like, oh, what's the achievement? And it's like, congratulations on opening the sneaky eyeball present, pet. And I was like, oh, wow, gee, thanks. I didn't even fucking know I had that. You spoiled it.
That is actually kind of funny that you got spoiled on your present by the achievement.
How's Raid, Aaron?
Oh, it's been great. It's been grand. I've definitely attended. We got AOTC for all the old heads. Misty came back. Crit came back. It was
Wow.
it was
How
a
was that?
It was a holiday miracle.
Do you have anything to say?
His
Yeah, he
grandson
said-
is actually old enough that he was raiding as well.
Yeah, he said, "I'm here on my patented druid." I could not tell you what crit used to be.
Warrior, maybe?
Hunter?
Ooh, it might be Hunter.
And then we threw open the doors and we said, "It's Christmas, it's Christmas." And I said, old man, future." has Christmas passed yet? And he goes, "Not yet." And I said, there's still time to get AOTC.
Yeah, but our guild has not been raiding, by the way. Like, I don't think anything's happened. Has it? Like, I feel like some people said that they would be open to doing something over the holidays, but no one has really been around to fill the raid.
This is very controversial opinion. I don't think I've been on the World of Warcraft past 5 p.m. in the last week and a half.
I mean, it's the time to take a break from it, you know? Like, at holidays, you learn about other things that are happening, and then you go back to normal and start gaming again.
You know, when I was back home with my parents for 10 days there, and I brought my 11-year-old laptop home, and I was surprised that it was actually able to play WoW competently. Like, I did a plus 10. I was mainly gaming late night after my parents had gone to bed, but then I was able to do all the Siren Isle shit. I caught up on both my characters, so it was actually kind of nice. I played a decent amount when I was home, and I was like, how is this laptop able to do that? I mean, I guess WoW is old as fuck. But then I tried to download Marvel Rivals, and then it was just no, your graphics card is not good enough. But I think that's more of a Rivals thing as well.
God bless you for going through the Siren Isle weeklies on 2 characters. In the pursuit of a super cool surfboard, I am mere moments away from starting it on my 6th character. The Siren Isles is not very interesting, but I need these things because gosh, oh golly, I don't know if it's a plus or a minus. There's a lot of things to buy there.
Wait, I'm confused. Why is this your 6th character? Because you need more currency?
Yes,
Is
because
that
I
what you're
need
doing?
more currency because currency comes out of the day or the weeklies and things like that. But there's not a lot of stuff that happens day to day. So unless I want to go around and kill random enemies for 4 rusted irons a pop, I have to do the weeklies and then transfer them to individual characters. And I was over here like a fool. I bought the cloth set. I bought a pirate set. So that's 6,000 down the drain. When what is this? There's a cool surfboard for 10K. I gotta have the surfboard.
You know, what's funny is I have just started targeting the meta achievements over the last several days, and one of the things that is getting all the citrine socket things. And I didn't realize that the Tortolin sold them. I didn't even know that Tortolin was there, honestly. And he is the one who sells all the cosmetic stuff too. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta start farming some of this currency.
Everyone's got a little bit of something. Some people sell tabards. Some people sell pirate sets. The goblin on the beach, he's the one who's like, yeah, surfboard and 7 other things for 5,000. Pay up.
Is alts really the way to get that faster, though? That doesn't sound right. That seems like that goes against the philosophy that they were trying to do in the first place.
There's no dailies to do.
Can't you just kill rares over and over again? Wouldn't that be more
Well,
efficient?
you kill rares. A rare might drop 100, but you get 200 for doing just a random quest. It is slightly faster to do this on a bunch of characters. And then you figure once you get going, you do the weekly for all of them. That's a lot of monies.
I'm looking up a guide to see what the guides say. There's some secret technique we're missing out on here.
There has
knowing
to
WoW
be.
players, there's probably groups that form to just kill certain areas that spawn a lot of NPCs rapidly, and small mobs or small or elite mobs that drop like low amounts, but you can pull a lot of them or something. Oh, but this reminds me, I have a little bit of a feud with something that's happening in the Siren Isles.
Ooh, is it with
Ooh.
Teljori?
No, it's with certain ones of the rares. You know how like there's this one beach where there are like the pirate rares, and there's like alternates between like 3 of them there. Why? I don't know if it's just those rares. It seems like those are the rares that I've only had the problem with. That like if too many people tag them, then like you don't get credit for them. And I'm like, I'm like, where the fuck are we? What is happening? Is it because they're horde? Is it because like they literally only cap at 5? I'm like, why is a rare capping at 5? I just want to kill it for credit. I don't even care about the loot. But so then I have to wait for it to spawn again to get credit for killing it for the achievement.
Is that a this week thing? Because
Yes,
pirates are this. I haven't gone to Siren Isle this week yet.
Pirates are this week, so it cycles. Before, I think, there's just one rare that's over there when it's Vikings and it's Naga. It must be something about the fact that there's multiple rares over there that make it be like, well, we don't want you just sitting here all day. You gotta be proactive, yarg.
Okay, I found a Wowhead article about just like pirate invasion, and Kira says Blue Belly seems to have a 5-player tag limit. So if you're not on top of him when he spawns, you're shut out of luck. He goes, edit, Chef Chum Platter is the same. I see it's listed in the post as a bug, hoping it gets fixed soon. So they do know about it, apparently.
That was posted 2 days ago, and as of yesterday, it was still happening. So I don't think it's happening. But also, those are the rares in particular that I was struggling with. And as they said, I was standing right where it was spawning. And then, like, every time people were complaining, they're like, why are you guys all in a group? It's making it so that like it's harder for us to get these things. And I'm like, I don't think it's because groups are happening. I think it's a bug on their end.
So for Siren Isle, I haven't been really using my Shadow Priest. He's kind of taking a break right now. I've been using my Mage. Been on Deoxyribose doing the Isle.
Is he to a level where things would be helpful for him?
He was. Now he's 605, so not anymore. But I just figured he gets to do something. he gets to live and do content.
That's another issue too with it is I feel like the gear that it's giving out was not better than the stuff that the anniversary was doing. So I had these characters where it's like, well, I haven't played this guy for 2 months since the anniversary started. And then I go to the Isle and I'm like, I'm not getting anything good or new. Like, let's pump these numbers, Blizz. Like, it can still be a catch-up thing, but instead of 580 gear, let's just make it like a flat 6. I don't think anyone's gonna feel like they're getting dragged along if the gear's a cool 6.
Did your mage get to that eye level from the Siren Isle, or were there other things you were doing to gear him up quickly too?
I mean, the Siren Isle filled a little bit of the spaces. But I had to upgrade some pieces to get it up. But I don't know. It was kind of a mixed bag. I was doing other things in like regular WoW. So maybe they just didn't want this to be the way to gear since they already know it's boring. So they don't want you to be doing this all the time to get your gear, I guess, if you're coming back.
You know what's funny is that like in addition to doing the Siren Isles on like those 2 characters, but now I also probably think I'm gonna bring my Druid there into the mix too, because like, he's my next project to gear up. I think he's like 590 something. When I'm like, I can get him up to like in the 610s probably. I kind of feel like doing some keys on him soon, so that's probably like my next project. Yeah, I've also just been like doing quests that were just I've been trying to clear out my quest logs on my Hunter and my Priest to get ready for the new season. Just because like I hate just abandoning quests, you know?
What is an example of quests that have stayed on your log this whole time?
Oh, I mean, like I never got like Lore Master yet, so I still have like legitimate like side quests in most of the zones on both of my characters. So I still need to
for Kazalgar.
Yeah. So like,
damn! That it's crazy seeing how the other half lives. The poor old man who's like, ooh, I'm lost. I can't remember nothing. For like 8 months, you've been like, whatever. See you later, Grandpa.
Exactly. I'm like, he's made it this long without knowing what's happening. I'm like, he can wait like another several months, and I'll go back to him. I'm like, I was like, I don't have dungeons to do and stuff, so like, he can wait.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what I don't understand. I don't understand the citrine system. I do understand. I don't understand why they made the choices to force you to mail yourself citrines instead of being able to just go buy it on that character if it's an alt.
Exactly. Okay, so here's another small gripe I have with this. Because I unlocked them all on my priest, right? And I was like, oh, okay, if I have them all, then maybe I can just buy them from the vendors on my hunter, which would make sense. But no, I went there and then like nothing was to be sold like from them. I was like, okay, I mean, I guess I'll just buy them on my priest and send them to my hunter. And then they appeared after I'd like gotten them. I'm like, this is stupid.
I guess because I was just doing literally everything to get as much iron as possible. But yeah, I just kept getting them off of the little cave bosses. So it took a sec, but I was able to just naturally get them all again on every single character. Not that it matters, because of course only like 3 to 4 are useful. So it's like, congratulations, you got the one where you can heal nearby enemies. And Gelbin 2 is like, amazing. I'm super excited to use this as a rogue.
Yeah, and it's funny because like on all my characters so far, when I've like just checked the Wowhead guide to see which ones are the most useful, I feel like it for at least for my two characters so far, it's like similar. My hunter is the first one that I've seen where it's like, oh, you might want to sim between these two for like the one slot, but I was like, oh, okay, a little bit of variety. I see.
Wow, yeah, all mine have been the exact same. I'm like, yep, these must be the caster ones.
Yep, it's just, it gives you, and it's the most boring things too. Like, it's not like, oh, you shoot someone with a laser bolt, or like, oh, you inspire a heavenly song. It's just like, secondary stats go up by 200. Thanks.
I will say, though, I still stand by. I think this is the perfect time to release this content because, you know, if you're busy for the holidays, not playing WoW for 10 days, you can come back in and do 3 weeks worth pretty fucking fast on one character. So I just sat down last night. I've been playing a lot of Dota. I Dota relapse over the holidays like usual. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta do Siren Isle. And I just did it all my mage, like so quickly, just murdering things. I'm like, this dude's like barely even Isle level 600. Like, this island is weak. But I guess it's a BFA island, so it makes sense.
With inspiring weekly quests such as, bring me 200 iron, hop into the storm, hit a button, and then head on out of there. I was like, thank you, Spitzy Gear Whistle. What an inspired journey you sent me on this week.
I will say the storm part is my least favorite. I feel like it, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I feel like even with using the equipment, it's felt kind of slow. Maybe it's because I've been on like if I'm on my priest, it feels slow, or does it just feel like I feel like it felt slow on my hunter too?
No, it's slow.
It's just slow, yeah. Like, you can do the 2 dailies that are in there, and I think together that'll get you up to like 60%, something like that. But then yeah, there's 40% where you got to make your own dinner with using that one. Like, you can wait for rares, but sometimes it's like, well, I'm just killing storm crabs for 20 minutes.
Yeah, hopefully they tweak that. But I guess at the end of the day, even with the storm phase, Siren Isle still is what? Maybe like 2 hours max, if even. That's if you're not trying to get all the blessed iron immediately.
Yeah, I felt like it was a perfect activity to just like bang out while I was like high and also watching something. So take that as you will.
Speaking of taking what I will, let's talk about the trading post.
Oh my god, we've been starving for a good trading post, I feel like, for a while. And this is the best one in what, like 3 or 4 months?
Honestly, this might be the best one in longer than that. This might be one of the best ones of all time.
This is certainly the best one of 2025, and I am certain in saying that.
Okay, on the when this comes out, the 3rd of the year.
So it's very gnome themed, very mechanization, mecha gnome, mecha piece, just wacky machinery, weapons and transmogs.
Yeah, so like right off the bat, we have like a golden and a green Clockwork attire set, and I love both of them, I honestly am like, damn, so like they're $650 each. I'm like, do I buy both of them? Because as I said, like the last few trading posts have been like bad. I could technically, I might go broke this month, or maybe I'll just freeze one and buy the other. I'm not sure. I almost want to shoot like one of them, but high toots for both, I think, is what I'm settling on here.
Yes, I love them both. I ended up going with yellow because color theorists out there will know that yellow is closer to red, and that's the color of fire. And so I was like, Fire Mage gets yellow. I like them. The little hat doesn't work too well on us. It looks funny. It still does. It's very little and sits sort of in between her eyebrows, but I have opted to wear the Outfit Sans hat. But definitely toots for the both of them. I actually did purchase the yellow one.
I started off this trading post with, I think, 2,250 traders tendies, and I walked out with a 110. I do believe. I bought the green. I bought the yellow. I bought all the weapons, except I still need to buy the best one. I'm saving it for last because I might freeze it.
Oh, which one do you consider to be the best one, Slide?
Oh my god, those fucking sock'em rock'em robot punchers. They make me want a fucking mechanome or a gnome monk. Like, I'm like, fuck, Lo Quinoa, you're in danger, Biddy. I don't know.
Maybe now is the time for monkization to have a big come up here, you know?
I think that's my shoot. I think it's got to be those fucking big fucking robot gloves. They look so good. I'm just like, all the weapons look good. I bought the shield. Bitch, when am I using a shield? Never. But Mechagon, my warrior, maybe one day he wants to be prot, and I couldn't imagine not going out that fucking beautiful shield.
Okay, I'm ready to announce my shoot. It goes a little bit against the like mech theme here, but I just think that the Peafowl is so cool looking. And they recently fixed it. People were saying that like it couldn't skyride before, and as of like today, I believe it was fixed to be able to skyride as well.
Yeah, specifically like it said that it couldn't skyride in the information for it. I'm like, that's weird. Also, so does that mean that the other mount that can't skyride can fucking skyride now? The what was it?
There was a blue one.
No, there's another mount that cannot skyride to this day, and it bugs and defaults to it if you're in a wrong zone.
I forget what it was. What it was. Well, we talked about it on the show too. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the show archives. Go find it, people. Find it and tell me what the name of the thing I said was.
That's your 2025 homework. Go back and remember things for us, and then mention it to us, and we'll have forgotten at that point, and you'll have to remind us of this reminder.
But yeah, there's some other cool things on here too. There is the like Warforged Nightmare shop mount. Is that the one that allows other people to ride it too?
I do not believe so.
Yes,
nope,
it
it's
is.
just he's
talking
how
about...
are multiple people on here?
No, he's talking about you put down the hitching post for it. And if you put down the hitching post for it, then it turns their mount into this mount as well. There's nothing else like it. I don't know why they made it like that.
How do I put down a hitching post for? I do have this thing
It's a
because
toy.
I thought people would get jealous, and then I wrote up, and someone's just like, "You can buy that for money. This isn't impressive that you have this thing." And I said, "Oh."
I think it's a toy that comes with it. So I guess I'm not sure if the trading post one comes with that.
I certainly did not get a bonus like pop up when I bought it, so maybe I got the reject discount version.
Huh? Yeah, separating them would be, because I guess they could just sell the hitching post separate later in the trading post.
Yeah, it'd be a really roundabout way to like if you just bought the hitching post and then like would that even count as you having the mount? Probably not then.
No, when I almost bought the fucking robot dogs and their pets. I like that they remind me of Techno, the cyber dog from 1999, the future of pets.
And I gotta say, with all of these amazing items, I have to show off my shoot, and you would not expect it, but it is in fact the gun, which is called the Long Range Golden Clock Stopper. You know, as the member of the original, the only Clockstopper-based podcast still on the air, I had to go with the long-range Golden Clockstopper. Did I buy it? No. I don't have anyone that's got a gun, but I got a...
I will be buying it, though, and I also wanted to stop you for a second. I believe not only are we the only current Clockstoppers podcast, and we're probably the only Clockstoppers podcast, period. I don't know like how many there have been. And...
I think if you go and ask French Stewart, who played the manic father scientist in Clockstoppers, if he remembers it, he definitely would not. We remember so that French Stewart doesn't need to.
Yeah, we are saving some of French Stewart's brain space for him to come back to whenever he wants to walk around and relive his glory days as Dad in Clockstoppers.
Glory days.
But the gun is so good. I love it. It's a common thing in like mostly sets. They have this like little like gauge, like a little gasoline gauge that's just like kind of spinning out of control or going back and forth really quick. They like really nail like the like gnome, mechanome like aesthetic like they haven't in a long time, which is why I flush all my goddamn tendies and I'm on my mage Deoxyribos right now. So this he's really looking to undermine like am I doing this? Like am I coming through the fucking cave with you?
Do we need to bust out the Goontometer for this upcoming raid? Is I didn't even think that was something that we needed to discuss.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Shadow Priest is fun, but the Frost Mage is playing the exact same way I remember. I'm just glacial spiking, I'm using flurry, I'm icicling, and things just die. I've been doing classic Ashran with my Frost Mage to kill Blood Elves. Oh, God, just casting Blizzard on 40 people was so nice.
Ooh, you only have a limited time to do that. Because with the appearance of our brand new president and J6 Part 2, the time is coming. The anniversary event, which it's been here so long that I feel like it's always been here. Like when I go back to Daenerys, the Caverns of Time again, and it's just a big empty spot, I'm going to feel so betrayed.
Wait, when does it end again? I forgot.
January 6th.
Oh, I should go and buy things then.
We'll be storming the Capitol, but the Drain Eye lady with the long title will not be with us.
And you know what? I'm gonna have to come to gripes with something. Like, so to continue doing like the secret hunting, like green motorcycle quest, you have to have the title detective, right? And so you have to like do all those quests at the lady at the long title. I don't want to do those. I started to do them and I was like, I'm bored after the fucking fourth one. Like and there's like 6 more. And so I'm sitting here like, I got 4 days to do them and I don't think I'm going to do it.
I like that you did all the hard stuff, like the secret finding stuff, but then the really telegraphed hold your hand, like detective's first adventure stuff. You're like, I don't want to do that.
It's boring. It's boring. I just think I was doing it and I'm like, I'm falling asleep right now. Like, it's making me want to play something else.
You know, I haven't done it either, so it is on my to-do list over these next 4 days. I will be doing it. I just completely forgot. And well, actually, I didn't even forget. Like, all the shit from it is still in my bags on my priest. So, like, every time I log in, which is daily, I see it. I'm like, oh, fuck, I still need to do that.
Truth be told, the green bike is, of course, just a recolor of the hot red Doritos bike. And Papa finally bought him a big case of Mountain Dew. So I snuck in and got my own. So I was just like, I'm okay now. I don't feel the need to secret bust because I just paid $20 and got my own.
Wait, so you're telling me with like 3 days until the event's over, none of us have finished our secrets quests?
Well, I mean, I got the detective title, but the secret, like, secret finder Discord, this is how you get the green bike. I'm not attempting to get the green bike.
You don't want a green mountain hog?
No, my interest is faded. I haven't even seen the original one. I entered the code. I accepted it in game. I went drove around in a circle and put it away. And probably a lot of it's because, you know, the state of the game now. But I'm like, I'll never see this thing again. I don't need to put myself through all this hassle and hustle and bustle just to get a green one of these things I'll never see again.
What number mount is that for you? 120? 121?
I think it's like 70.
Wow.
Just kidding. It's upper 300s, I think. I am close. I want to say I'm like 15 away from getting the Ghost Otter.
Ooh. That's the one. That's the mount that can't fucking dragon ride. The Spirit Atuk can only regular fly.
So that's the reason that I'm not. I could do all this stuff and get things and get the Ghost Otuk right now, but it can't dragon ride. So I said, Ian, you guys fix this, and then maybe I'll get the green bike.
Ian, you heard? We have a new request. Fix the Otic.
Please. Hey, what that growl doing?
Hey! Salutations, loyal listeners and lost lads and lasses. Welcome to the first growl on the prowl of the new year. I'm here with Scatagory, wondering about these darn caves. It's been weeks at this point. When do we think we'll start finding new monsters in the caves? What? You're tired of the dragon, rook, and goo man? Maybe a little. Don't get me wrong, I love thrashing some goo. But how many times will these goblins be shocked to see him down there? Siren Isle seems to be the most holdover, time-filler content we've had for a while, so I wouldn't get my hopes up. All I'm asking is for something new, something fresh. What about a dragon made of slime? Gory. That's just the kind of fresh take this game needs. You hear that, Ian? Next reset, get the slimy dragon in. You owe it to all of us players. Speaking of owing things, I gotta go grind out some iron to pay off a greedy goblin. While I do that, here's part 2 of the show. Oh boy, welcome back to part 2. I'm going to be sitting a little uncomfortable because I got a BBL during the break.
BBL, Aaron.
Ooh, I'm all caked up, which is good because it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, someone. I'm all caked up for you, buddy.
Someone's out there like, oh my god, he's talking to me? How did he know?
Oh my god, shit, really? Yep, my big juicy booty is all for you, buddy. But not like you can't have it. It's just you can look at it and know that it was in tribute to you. Excuse me, Slidewhistle, you keep posting pervert masks over here to my right. I can't focus on this BBL dedication.
Yeah, exactly. I have indeed been posting pervert masks into our host chat. So, Wildhead posted an article that says, a new bandit mask trading post cosmetic helms in patch 11.1. And I'm sitting here like, bandit masks? Like, those are like sperms on this human's head.
They look pretty bad, but I feel like y'all just nailed it. I'll forever just think like, yes, these pervert masks. Like, how do you even make a mog that looks good with these? I assume they don't just stick out all the way back like that. Like, hopefully, what is going on here?
I do not want to be the fun police, but I'm looking down the list here. We maybe have 3 to 4 of these things that are in any color that you could willingly get me to wear. Like, who out here is like, yes, my deep pickled purple plum pervert mask? It's like, what does that go with?
I have a favorite comment that I've seen from the Wowhead post, and it is from Tail Event saying, Team Fortress 2 tier ugliness.
You failed!
Damn, and that is so true. As somebody who has over 2,500 hours in Team Fortress 2, that's fucking accurate. They look like bad hats from 2006. Now, this could go well in like some like superhero costumes, maybe. Someone says all I can think of is Wesley from Princess Bride. Yes, imagine if Wesley was wearing any color other than black. Because any other color black is ridiculous. It looks so bad. But also, we're only seeing these sperm hats on human heads. Oh, come on. Show me the fucking Worgen. Show me the fucking gnomes.
Someone in here, I looked at the thing. Someone claims, quote, it looks so good on Worgen and Tauren, it doesn't clip into their mane at all. And friend, as a lifelong Worgen, I simply do not believe that to be true. Or maybe it's like, no, yeah, it doesn't clip because much like this model here, the tails shoot out like little spermies, like little whale tails coming out of it. In which case, yeah, it's not clipping into my mane, but we have an entirely new situation.
Okay, I found that comment. I am trying to go to the dressing room. Oh, I'm in the dressing room, folks. You're getting a first-hand live reaction of what a Worgen looks like wearing one of these. That's a male. I'm sorry, that's body type 1. Aaron, check the host chat. It's coming your way.
It's just what I thought. So yes, they have it's even They have opted to make it not clip into the mane by putting it at such a jaunty angle that, like, yes, technically it is covering the eyes, but it shoots out at a 45-degree angle off of the head and floats there.
And I just still don't understand why they stick up like that. Why? It makes it look like it's a bow.
Yeah, Tauren was posted, and this poor woman, whose jugs are tastefully hidden, thanks for that slide, she has a giant blossom from Powerpuff Girls bow on her diaper hat.
Now, wait a minute. Now look at the male Tauren. The flaps are different. So I'm wondering if this is just like a physics thing and they will just hang down and won't be looking like airplane rabbit ears.
But like you would think that in the what is this called? In the dressing room, you would think that they would have those physics down, right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. On the Blood Elves it looks like it's just more down. It's just too big. Like the whole flaps, they're just too large.
Yeah, it's bad. I'll probably buy one just because it's so bad, if I'm being honest. But yeah, not a fan.
I just feel like if I buy one of these things, I'm gonna get punished. There will be the best hat ever for 2,000 points, and I'll only have 1,900. And they'll be like, "Well, you bought that silly hat. Don't you feel bad now?" And I'll be like,
oh no, it's that one gold Bastion skin all over again.
What gold Bastion skin?
Like right at the beginning of Overwatch 2, they're like, here, this Bastion skin that you can have for only 1 gold.
Yeah, it was the gingerbread Bastion skin, and everyone said, hot diggity dog, I want that skin. Forever cursing everyone's totals to be either 99 or 49 until the end of time. Although mine isn't, so I don't think it was I spent more or I spent enough to justify it. I think they were just like, we'll just take money from you to fix this. And I was like, that's fine.
Like, whatever, it's just one or none. Because it didn't happen.
Yeah, like they stole the equivalence of 49 cents from me, and it's like, well, okay. that is what that is.
Oh my god, I'm so mad at Overwatch. So Marvel Rivals is a really good game. I love Marvel Rivals. But it did make me miss how put together Overwatch is. Overwatch is so well put together, so I started playing Overwatch again, right? So they had a promotion that I noticed. You can connect your Game Pass account and get free Overwatch shit. And I'm like, well, I don't have a Game Pass account, but I have a bunch of free trials I never used. So I put together a free trial. I used it. It linked my account. They gave me a bunch of shit. And I go to start buying, like, what are those things called with the mythic points?
Mythic prisms. I think when you combine them, they supposedly gave you like 70 or something like that.
This is for use for the mythic skins and the incredibly hit or miss mythic weapons.
Yes. So then I was like, oh my god, I have so many prisms. I saved some up from the battle pass last time. Okay, I'll buy some of these gilded things because they look sick. So I bought 2, and my balance went to 0. It went to 0. And I'm like, why is my balance at 0? They took my prisms from me. I emailed support. There's a visual glitch that doubles how many prisms you think you have.
What?
And once the transactions go through, then it resets to your actual amount, which ended up for me being 0. So I accidentally...
We programmed a curse into it. A visual glitch, a trick of the eyes.
And now this is 2 out of the 3 of us who have been scorned by the Overwatch 2 team that says that supposedly they can't do anything about purchases that have been happening. That, like, you wouldn't have made that purchase if you thought it, like, took all of your Mythic Prisms. So Blizzard fucking fix this shit. The hell?
Oh, they love it. They love it. They sent me 4 to 5 different like people who just said the same thing, and I'm like, just take away my new items and give me back my prizzies. Of course not. So that's why I'm moving to China to support Marvel Rivals takeover of Overwatch 2. Except not really, because the game is a lot of
I
tuning,
personally am coding all of the bots that you're getting in the games to push the Marvel Rivals supremacy.
My favorite is how, like, in Marvel Rivals, it's, like, so... First off, it's, like, unoptimized. Like, Doctor Strange opens a portal, and then it just, like, freezes, like, half the people in the lobby's games. But then also, when you ping things, it just, like, half the time, like, Penny Parker's, like, robot thing that spawns little spiders, it just pings it to the chat in Chinese. Like,
the programming. Well, you know, Penny. Well, actually, I think Penny Parker's Japanese. So never mind. I was about to say they're going for that immersion.
No,
it's like
but
Tekken. Everyone speaks their home language.
it's also for things like Doctor Strange's portal, I think, or what was the other? There was another one too. Slide.
Moon Knight's Ankh. It's basically non-human things. Any like items will be pinged in Chinese, and like the characters show up, and I'm like, that's no one knows what that means. Anyway, enough about other games. Immune, you're getting back your fucking hunter thingy that they took away for some reason way back when.
This is such a great change happening in 11.1 patch. They are making it so that the hunter pet specializations can be changed in your stable once more. And this is just so nice because like there are so many cool pets that I've tamed over the years where it's like, well, I caught this guy and he's cute, but the most I can ever do is have him be just like one of my 5 that I carry around with me just to show every once in a while because he is like a cunning pet and I've like never run cunning pets because like why would I?
I don't understand why they ever changed from being able to swap your pet specialization. It just seems it just makes more sense.
Yeah, so now you can in 11.1 you'll be able to again freely change in their stable like between cunning, ferocity, or tenacity depending on what you want your pet to be, which is great. I am going to be totally fucking around with different like pets again. Although like I probably realistically will probably still want a spirit beast because like they have those additional ones, those additional effects too, which just are nice. So we'll see. Dirt will probably stick around, but at the very least I don't need to wait. I could make Dirt a hero pet though.
You'd be a spirit hero pet, which quick question, which specialization is hero?
Ferocity, I believe.
Which specialization is Mamastine, Aaron?
A nice lady. You think I know? You think I know? I don't know shit. I was over here with a serving cun joke that I never got to do because we just moved up forward. And now you put me on the spot and ask me a question?
Okay, we were gonna put it in revert tear. Why would I ever have a cunning pet? Now I can use all those cunning pets and make them into something more important than using a cunning
Well,
pet.
you know, it's like my gram always said. If you want to serve cun, make sure to always bring a spirit beast. Now pretend that happened like before I was put on trial. That would have been so funny. Heart, like wind, is that one of them?
My grandma always said,
The cunnilingus pet.
I don't like thinking of grandma.
my tongue was going between my fingers.
Oh, I use white magic, but I'm also good at that pink magic. Blah, 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 blah. I just spell out the whole alphabet. Sometimes I do Banjo-Kazooie characters.
Man. Hey. Haha. Gilded crests coming from Delves. It's happening. It's real. However, much to the people's online chagrin, weekly caps have been introduced. 18 Gilded Crests as your weekly cap from Tier 11 Delves in Season 2. Honestly, better than nothing.
How many do you get per 11 delve?
6 per.
So you do 2 11s to get your Gilded Crests, I guess.
3 11s.
Oh, you said 18, right? Not 11. I was like, 11, that's weird. So I was like, well, you'd only get 5 from the second one? No, it's from the 11 tier delves. You get 6 per with a cap of 18. So yeah, three of them. Okay, I can do math.
I think that's good. I mean, like, I get it. Like, because if they did make it so you could get unlimited Gilded Crests from delves, people would just group up in delves in groups of 5 and then do 11s. I mean, is that bad? I guess I don't know if that's necessarily bad, but it's just where they want to keep the content focused, I guess, right? They don't want you to only be delving, but I guess they did say they want people to be delving. So I don't know. That's 20% of your cap. Aaron, is this going to get you to do your 11 delves, or are you gonna find a group for it, or would you rather it be uncapped?
I definitely feel like it should be uncapped because when I'm out on these mean streets, I'm serving no cap. Sorry, I was looking at, oh God, what even? Well, unfortunately, I pulled up Instagram and it was gay My Hero Academia art. Don't know what in my background led me to do that. That wasn't what I was looking at during the conversation, but it's what I'm looking at now.
Huh.
You know, this will at least encourage me to do 11s, because I feel like delves are the endgame content that have just fallen to the wayside for me on all of my characters. Even before they did, I was only ever doing 8s because that was the cap for the vault, right? So maybe now I can try it. I don't even think I've timed, or no, not timed. I don't even think I've completed a 9 or a 10 or an 11.
I think no, because you don't have. Well, no, you've had Zekfir. Did you not need to do a 9 to get Zekfir unlocked, or is it only for the second layer?
I think that's only for the second layer. I think I did a 9 with you guys one time, so that might be Immune and I's 1. I don't really remember what happened to unlock Zekfir 1. Like, I think he was supposed to visit you, and then it's like he ran off to his cave, but that never happened to me. I didn't see him physically in a delve until I had already defeated him at his house.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure then. It's not really much for doing anything higher than 8s other than like whatever achievements they have. So it's weird that they didn't offer Gilded to begin with if they were an option from the start.
And it's also weird that, like, do you get Gilded from 9s and 10s, just less? Or, like, are 9s and 10s going to be, like, nothing delves, where it's like, if you aren't doing 11, why are you bothering doing a 9 or a 10?
That's a good point. It only says 11, so I'm assuming there's not going to be any 1s or 9s or 10s. So maybe they'll find a reason to make you do those ones.
You do each of them once to unlock the one above so that you can get to 11.
Exactly. You do a single 9 and a single 10, and that is it.
It's a weird spot. The only other news we got this week was for old people.
Yeah!
Recover lost and deleted legendary items. New vendor in Stormwind and Orgrimmar.
So they are not legendary quality. These are underpowered items. Just to say you physically own sword that gets spammed in trade chat.
I think they are just the original items. It's just like if you deleted them, then you can get it back.
Can I buy them?
Like, only if you had them previously.
Ah, beans. Fuck. I'm gonna go to that guy and be like, "You're too young. You're too wet behind the ears, little buddy.
You open the trade window with him, and it's just like empty because you've never gotten any of these old legendaries.
Shout out to my goblin guy at the anniversary sector who's done that to me for months. He's like, come buy my titles, come get them. And then I check and he's like, nothing. You were greedy. You bought them all, and now I have nothing. Now I'm gonna starve.
Wait, I was just realized one of these we can get, guys. It's Azrakamis, Shroud of Resolve. Did you guys delete your N'Zoth cape?
I actually don't think you can. I believe you physically cannot destroy it.
Huh. Makes me wonder what's on the vendor. So what happened? How do people
or maybe it was you could destroy that one, and it's artifact weapons you can't. There's something that I own that I remember I was like, well, I don't need this. It's just space. And I tried to get rid of it, and it's like, oh, you physically cannot.
You know, I think that I think I did keep it. I think I put it in void storage or something. Oh, are these also the Draenor rings that are that you're looking at right now?
So they have a category. They have a list of things that will be on the vendors and things that will not be on the vendors. So like things on the vendor, you know, all like Firalath, the Evoker one, the Hunter Bow you never got. But the ones that aren't going to be on it are Hand of Ragnaros. Other ones I don't even know. And here it is. Thorasis, the Stone Heart of Draenor, is not there. But apparently, you could just go to Zudi, Fizzlefury, and Talador and buy the rings from Draenor. So there you go.
I have a few things to say. First off, fuck you for bringing up this bow that I never got. And I will be going to this vendor as soon as he's there just to seethe to myself that he does not sell this Sylvanas bow for me to buy. Also, my second thing is, like, y'all remember how fucking funny it was that, like, everyone in Draenor had to have, like, lust detection because people would just, like, hero for the entire group with their ring?
Oh, yeah. I honestly forgot what the ring even did. I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just, like, everyone just had a hero, right? Like, you could use your ring.
I was a child. I was too much of a child. I never got one. Like, you guys would talk about, like...
you did. You had a ring.
I did not have a ring.
How the hell do you not have a ring?
I was
the same
I was a
things.
fool. I wasn't doing the same quest that you guys were doing. I was doing other stuff. And it would be like, everyone, we need crystals to power our rings. And I would get crystals, but I would use them for nothing. Because I had no ring.
What?
I remember being so confused. I was like, how do you start it? And I'm sure you told me, but it just sailed over my head.
You're telling me you don't have the ring statue in your garrison?
No, I don't.
That's fucked up, dude.
It is crazy. Draenor darling that I am, I never got the ring. And I don't know, can you? Can you go back and just, like, beast mode all of the quests?
No.
Oh, it's just done? Okay, well, then
I'm pretty sure you can't get it again.
Then that will be the hole in my armor. I never got flying in Draenor. Even Cubbybub did, and I never did. And I never got the ring.
Yeah, no longer obtainable as of patch 7.0, Legion's release. Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, not that it, like, matters or anything. I mean, it's obviously... I wonder if you could still hero with it. Probably not. And the same way that, like, you can't use old drums or whatever.
Mine's gotta be in my bank. That's my thing. Who's deleting legendaries? I feel like I hang on to, like, tier sets, and I hang on to weapons that have funny names just for fun. Who's deleting orange things?
Sometimes I even keep trinkets that I just really vibed with. I'm like, I loved having this trinket and I'm sad I have to get rid of it. So I just, like, put it in my storage just so that I can reminisce on how cool that trinket was, because I'll never have a trinket like that again.
Well, Growlina may be from Gilneas, but you can call her the Wolf of Wall Street, because if you're not useful to me anymore, I'm getting rid of you. Orange, purple. I got rid of my favorite trinket, the Legion gunship, just to secure some more space I'll never use. Chomps on Big Cigar.
Damn, she's a fucking G. Speaking of G's, top 2, bottom boot, medium moot. I guess you can go first.
Yes, hello. So I will be having a top toot. And it is the aforementioned Hunter pet changes. Love that. Don't know why it was ever not that. but I'm glad that it is going to be that again soon, and I can fuck around with some other cool pet combinations again.
Oh boy.
Slidewhistle, what do you have?
I got a toot.
Toot toot toot.
Further pushing me towards using my gnome in the next patch. There was a garden gnome armor and trowel data mine that looks like just a little garden gnome with little mushroom toadstool shoulders that I think looks swag as fuck.
That's so cute. What the fuck?
It comes in green. It comes in purple. It comes in another purple. Yeah, I'm invested. Hopefully we get more gnome shit. More gnome shit.
For the gnomes.
We want Mechagon's dick. Aaron, top 2, bottom boot.
You could probably easily get it because he was a robot. You can just pick it up and it wouldn't even be nasty. It just looked like a lug nut. I have a toot as well, making it a triple toot.
Toot.
Triple toot, toot toot toot.
For this Feast of Wintervale, I gave Cubby Bub the ultimate World of Warcraft gift, and it was a physical representation, a recreation, if you will, of the green level knife that Moira gives you for the Shadowmancer Secret Guy questline that we did in Dunmoreau 6 years ago.
Wow.
It was a big inside joke at the time when I was Cubby Bub before she stole the name from me. We got it, and I got the knife, and for the additional 3 hours that we played, I opted to not help with anything and just proceeded to sheathe and unsheathe this knife and tell her, look at this knife that Moira gave me. Well, now she has the knife that Moira gave her IRL. My dad helped me make it out of wood, and I just sent him the Wowhead article in the picture. I gave him the rough dimensions of what I thought it would be, and he was like, can you give me the source information so I can make my own sketch? So I was like, here's the Wowhead article, Gary. And he went and he sketched one based on Ian's own design.
Who posted the article? Was it Squishy?
It probably was. Yuck. But it's funny because the article is such a nothing green knife. Its one piece of trivia is like, Moira gives it to you. And I was like, it's living up to its name.
The Moira knife.
That is cool though and funny, and you'll have to send a picture of it.
I do appreciate it came with a little insert that sort of looks like the tooltip from the games. And there was a solid maybe 10 minutes that Cubby Bub's like, how did you do this? And the insert was more appealing than the knife itself. And I was like, my dad and I made this from scratch. Please be interested in it. And she was like, oh, and the knife's good too. And I was like, thank you. That's all I need this holiday season.
Use it. Cut some meat with a knife.
I mean, it's not like it's a legendary or whatever that she could pick up from that one vendor.
Speaking of legendary, the support we receive from these folks is legendary. I'm talking about Ahoy Vince, Azar and Hacky, Digital Dave, asking Growlina to say, for the Horde. Miskit, the Orchidee Orc. Mitch wants to remind everyone that Rathian isn't daddy, he's a literal child. Crucifix, Muv, Chromone, the inaugural Dornagooner. Alternator, Saracen Hot Justin, Give Me Mac, My PhD, Arcane. Chris M, Kick Puncher, Dr. Foster, Grumpy Old Shaman. Jerome, Adorno.
This toaster is broken.
Losing the Patient. Gershie is going to East Hills. Duff, the Horde Pooper Cooper. Calcus.
I am not drinking any fucking Merlot.
Cilantro. Remy. Slidewhistle, Secret Stalker. Teehee. Adam N. Vanderlyle. And Will, a.k.a. Tire. Trade Chat's fallen father.
Join those haughty, sexy, down bad patrons over at patreon.com/do not relent and maybe have a little hookup in the comments over there.
Yeah, we will be recording an After Dark episode immediately after this. So, also, I don't think we should call our patrons down bad.
Singles, get ready to mingles with the shingles.
I met my husband who has this debilitating skin condition, in the comments of the DNR Patreon.
Keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean. I see some of y'all down there. I see some of y'all. Come on, don't be shy.
Great bonus episode. Also, my shoulder itches.
You know, not only are we a Clockstoppers podcast, apparently we're also matchmakers for Shingles Singles now.
Great episode, guys. Reply to this comment if you want some dick. What about you guys? Where can they find you on the internet?
Well, you can find me, Alex or Immunization, on Twitter at New Era Alex or on Blue Sky at Immunization.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at the Big Cheesy on twitters.com. I am also on Blue Sky. And come watch me play Vigigrams at twitch.tv/AaronDNR. I've got something in the works that's going to be so off-putting to everyone but me. Stay tuned.
Oh man, it's gonna go hand in hand with the shingles mixer we got going on. Is it gonna be you showing off your shingles?
Yep. Ah, God, these itch so bad. I saw a shingles commercial once that was like, they might make you itch so bad you'll want to end your life. And I was like, sounds amazing. Thanks, nature.
That's brutal. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.